thepascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits, as it should. Because another day above the dirt is always a blessing. Oh, it's always a blessing. So let's not forget that, okay? Especially everybody who's feeling some type of way right now. I mean, let's be real, okay? We have a new president in office, not in August, in office. But I will say this too. He's not new. But we do have a new president, technically. But he's old. But he's new. But he's been here before. Like I said, the boyfriend's back, and I don't know the rest of the song. Hey now, that boyfriend's back. Something like that. Okay? But he is back in office. And I know a lot of people are very excited about that. And a lot of people are devastated about it. We just gonna ride through it. We're gonna get through it today as a family. We got a few things to talk about though. Before we get into some Diddy stuff, there's been some things that have been popping off. Like I said, there's gonna be updates on Diddy. There's gonna be conversations in other news, and mainly it has to do with everything that we just saw this morning. So we do have to talk about that as well. And of course, there's a few things few friends that hopefully will be on here in a little bit to talk and chop it up with us about some things revolving around Diddy and other certain things as well. So I'm very excited to have them on the show here very, very soon. Okay, but before we get into everything, hit that like button down below, hit that reaction button. You know what to do. If you're watching on other platforms like Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for a little while, and Rumble, please hit that follow button. Show some love and hit that follow button, okay? Don't forget to subscribe here on my main channel. Go to my secondary channel. Subscribe to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Please and thank you, okay? And of course, hit that join button down below. Become a member. Check out my Patreon. Check out my locals. Check out, most importantly, PascalMerch.com. I can't stress it enough. Go check it out. We got some really great stuff over there. And by the way, we're marching into February, and you know what that is. It's the time of the love, okay? Valentine's Day. So I'm sure you can find something over there that your loved ones will really appreciate and love as well for Valentine's Day. So go check out PascalMerch.com. Okay, guys. Whoo, boy. Okay, guys. There has been a lot that has been going on over the past couple days and over the past few hours. There's a lot of things that have been very, very strange. Let's just say that. Something happened a few hours ago that I just talked about it on the secondary channel. Okay, I did it as a pop-up video. I just had to talk about it. Yeah, we don't talk a whole lot of political stuff over here on this platform a lot, even on the secondary channel. Okay. I dabble in the political realm. It's a dabble. It's a little bit of it's a peppering. Okay. It's a light seasoning, if you will. All right. But this is something I could not ignore. Real talk. We got to talk about this. So Elon Musk. Well, shoot. Hold on. Didn't mean to do that. Elon Musk. I hit the wrong button and then I had to hit the button again. But Elon. We got to talk about this. Okay, so I'm gonna share this title with you guys. We're not gonna dive into it too much. I highly recommend you guys go to the secondary channel and check out this video or check out that video because I talk about it in more detail. We're gonna briefly talk about it here because I could not talk about this. Okay, Let's just be completely real. All right. This is bad. And I know there's going to be people out here saying all kinds of different things. People are going to move the goalpost like a mug. I'm not one of those people. Definitely not. Does not matter how you look at it. This is not good. Especially, this is he just walked in just like 5 seconds ago. He hasn't even put his underwear in the drawers yet. Okay? He hasn't even put his drawers in the drawers yet. Okay? He has yet to do any of that. I'm talking about Trump. And Elon does, well, I'm just going to show the image. He does that. Briefly, and then we're going to take it back up here because I don't like showing that kind of stuff. Let's just be real. But Elon, Musky Musk, why did you do such a thing? Because here's the thing. It does not matter if you say the BS, which is, it's a salute from the ancient Roman days. Huh? How does that make? Excuse me? It's like that joke that Eddie Murphy said a long time ago. You cheated on me. You know what I mean? Yes, I cheated on you. I effed her. Yes, I effed her. But I make love to you. It just doesn't work. Because it's still a symbol and a gesture of hate. Like, I'm really happy that we're in a room so far. I'm happy so far that we're in a room filled with people that are all agreeing to a certain extent that was not good. Doesn't matter if you are pro-Trump or not. I feel like we can all agree on that was not the best gesture to do 5 seconds into his presidency, guys. This is exactly the situation that a lot of people are worried about right now. All the people that have been on their computers going, oh no, not again, all freaking out, scared out of their minds right now because he got re-inaugurated, re-put back in, re-elected into that position. There's a lot of people that are very scared about what he could do and what he might do over the next 4 years. And a lot of people are worried about that supremacy. Okay? A lot of that stuff. And then while all of this is going down, all those concerns are popping off out of nowhere. This mother lover has to get onto the podium, jumping up and down, and then just start throwing out this signal, throwing out this salute. It is the worst thing to ever do. It is the worst look. Because there's a lot of people now, here's the thing. Now there's a lot of people that saw that have felt some type of way about Trump and the administration, and they're all looking at that and going, see, I was right. This is why I don't trust this man. Look at what Elon just did. If he can do that at a podium in front of billions of the whole world, what's next? The possibilities are endless. Like I said, this could awaken the wrong type of group. Even if he made a mistake, like, I'm sorry, this was not a moment where he just had a knee-jerk reaction. It wasn't even a knee, it was his actual elbow. But it's not like it was an elbow jerk reaction where he's like, rah, you know what I mean? Throwing out this salute. Okay? That's not it. Sorry. Okay? Now, here's the thing. You know, and Bruce, here's the thing. There's going to be people who are going to say that as well. And that's fine. If you think that, that's what you think. But I'm sorry. That is not the gesture you put out at all. Him throwing out his heart. Because that's not what they said, baby. That's not the excuse that they put out here, man. Okay, Brucey Bruce. Just so you know, that's not what they're saying right now. In fact, they're saying something completely different, which doesn't make the situation any better. Okay? That gesture was bad. Bad gesture. And of course, they're going to do everything they can to move the goalpost and try to find some sort of excuse that's going to rest easily on people's hearts. But that's not what people are seeing. That's not him throwing his heart out to people. That's not what people are seeing. People are looking at this and going, whoa, Elon has to explain what that was. Elon really has to explain what that was, because that's not a I'm throwing my heart out to you gesture. I'm sorry. It's not. And like I said, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you are on. That is a very bad look. Okay. And I get it. He was sitting there going, hey, I'm very happy. My heart goes out to all y'all, that kind of thing. But oh my Lord, it's the worst gesture you can ever put out in the history of gestures. Okay. It's bad. But real quick, let me share this with y'all. All right. So Elon gives a speech to enthusiastic Trump fans Monday. Of course, there's a lot of people that are very excited about him. Trump being reelected, being back into that presidential seat. That gesture was just a bad move, y'all. Okay? He should have read the room. Okay? And that's the thing, though. You don't need to read the room on something like that. You don't. That is a genuine, universal sign that should never be used, period. But moving on. He made a gesture that harkened back to a dark time. So, at Capital One Arena, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO strode to the podium. Yeah, he was bounding to the podium, okay, laughing maniacally, and thanked the cheering crowd, and then slapped his right hand on his right hand hard to his chest and extended it out in front of him, palm down. You see it right down below us. In what looks very suspiciously like the funny mustache salute. Okay? He then repeated the same action to those seated behind him. So he did it twice, guys. It wasn't like he just did it once and then turned around and said, here's my heart. Here's me throwing my heart to you. You know what I'm saying? No, he went bop, 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 bop. Okay? He did it twice, more than twice. Okay? Y'all need to just, whoever out here just trying to die on this hill for Elon on this, go watch the video again and you tell me again. You just tell me again. Okay? It's ridiculous. But moving on, this is ridiculous. This is the part that gets even more ridiculous because this is what they've been saying. Okay? So ride with me for a second. The provocative signal has many people online and on air comparing the expression to the World War II era, that particular salute that the funny mustache monster did back in that time. And a large group of people did that at that time. Let's not forget genocide and the unalivings of millions of people. And I know some people are crazy out here saying that thing did not exist. It happened. Wake up. But anyway, that salute reportedly, this is something else that's interesting too. That salute reportedly derives from an ancient Roman Empire salute. But here's the kicker, because this is what they're saying right now. Oh, he used the ancient Roman Empire salute. That's what he was doing. But guess what? More commonly performed with the slap chest. But what's interesting about this is that both salutes are genuinely associated with fascist history in Europe. So as much as they sit out here saying, no, it was an ancient Roman Empire salute. It's totally fair. It's still bad. You understand? It still represents hatred. Still a bad move. So even if they're out here saying Roman salute, stop. Shut up, because it's bad. It still represents something bad. And you mean to tell me, and I even said this in the other video, you mean to tell me that suddenly he just had a sudden interest in ancient Roman Empire history, and he's just been deep diving into Julius Caesar. And as he's looking through all this stuff about Caesar, he's up there, bounding to the podium, that he's like, I must use this hand gesture to show you how much I love all of you. I must summon Julius Caesar's salute. Explain that to me, y'all. Explain it. Suddenly he's like, I need to go all the way back to the what? Come on now. You really come on now. They knew nothing about hygiene. I mean, you know, back in the way back in the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? So stop with the, oh no, it's a Roman Empire salute. That's what he was doing. He was bringing it back. He was summoning the old times. Shut it. Stop. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not happening. It's this. That ain't it. Okay? That ain't gangsta. It ain't. So, again, very bad move. Now, here's the thing. Okay? You see this piece? I'm just showing you the still. I'm not showing you the movement. I'm just showing you the still. And you tell me, take a look at it. Use your eyes to see, as my mom would say. Okay? Use your eyes to see. Look at that. You tell me, does that look like him throwing his heart out? A gesture of him going, here's my heart. He is not Justin Bieber. He is not some pop star, you know, with spiky hair, all nothing but hair product. Okay? Going, ooh, you know, love, hearts, loving you. No, he's not. And then on top of it, again, someone who is being looked at with a fine-tooth comb, okay, with a microscope, okay, magnifying glass. Trump. Everyone's watching every single move that he makes right now. Okay? They are watching him for real. This is not the time for him to be doing anything that associates him to some sort of symbolism like that. It is very bad, y'all. He is asking, that's a bad look. And he can be in a world of trouble if that kind of thing is translated into something worse. Again, that's just my 2 cents. Obviously, go over to my secondary channel, go check it out. And let me know what your thoughts are on that second channel. But again, sure, you can put out the possibility of it being a mistake, a bad gesture on his part, but he should know better. He should know better than to do something like that. Let's keep it real. Okay? But we got somebody in the house I'm very excited about bringing him on. He's been on the show before. It is also his birthday today, so I'm excited to bring him on. Our good friend DeWitt Gilmore is in the house. What's up, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's up, man?
How are you? I came dressed up for you.
You look good, man. No, you quit lying. It's your birthday. You wearing your birthday suit. Right? Wait, that sounds weird. Hold on. What I mean is, you wearing that suit. It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Hey,
thanks, Pascal.
You're welcome, man. Happy it's the birthdays. All right.
Thank you.
And chat. Give the man some love. Give the man some heart emojis, some happy birthday love in the chat if you don't mind. Okay, he's in the middle of celebrating his birthday right now with friends and family right now. And I understand we got some friends going to be trickling into the show here soon. I'm assuming.
I got one waiting for you right here. Look, she just popped on in.
Hey,
Hey,
Latanya.
hi, Pascal.
What is up? How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very blessed. Very excited to be here, be a part of you guys' little celebration going on over there.
Thank you. Thank you for celebrating him with us. And
Of course.
I just want to say he's an amazing man, just an awesome person. And we have friends flowing in. And grateful that you opened up your platform for people to just tell him happy birthday. He's 60 and 60-licious.
Oh, okay, 60-licious. I mean, are we putting out the number like that?
Yeah, he is, because he doesn't look it.
Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he
one
doesn't.
Believes it. Even my mother was like, I didn't know Relentless was that old. I said, I got a sugar daddy.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Now, Latanya, tell people about what you do. You know what I mean? Because I know that there's a lot of people that want to know who you are, what projects you're working on. I understand that you're an actress, singer extraordinaire. So, tell people about you and what you do.
Oh, Lord, Pascal, I'm coming on here. Okay, so I'm Latanya Holmes. I am Relentless's better half. And I am an actor and an entrepreneur. And I should be coming on Tyler Perry's All the Queen's Men in a few episodes coming up. And
hey,
yes,
I like that.
I recur on there and working right now. It's audition season. So I've been auditioning like crazy. But in the midst of that, working on our greeting cards line, we have greeting cards. It's all beautiful, and they are doing very well. They are greeting cards that we are sending out positive messages, not just the greeting cards. We design the t-shirts, but our greeting cards are just a bit, they're very empowering. Let me say that. Empowering. And we have them for all occasions and for young adults, young kids, just to inspire our youth, especially with all that's going on right now. And
that's what's up. I love it.
Been working on all of those things, and life is good. We woke up, and so
all day.
I'm
all
just
day.
grateful.
Yeah, I love that. So you just got done with a couple projects. You did something with Tyler Perry, right? Just recently. What was that again?
All the Queen's Men is coming up.
Oh, okay. So you were on that already. So
it hasn't aired yet. It hasn't aired. I shot it already. I shot 2 episodes of that. But it should be coming on within the next, I don't know, it may be coming on this week, this Thursday night and the following, the episodes that I am in. And then just voiceover work and music. And I hear, and you sing, Pascal. I'm gonna need you to sing Relentless Happy Birthday.
Oh, maybe one day, maybe in person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, we'll have to have you come visit. Yeah. So as far as projects, yes, that's what I'm working on and have worked on. And I think he's telling you, I think he told you about Clifford's Puppy Days. I'm the voice of Flo the kitten.
Yeah.
On Clifford's Puppy Days. Yeah.
I love that. I love hearing the success and you're staying busy.
Yes.
Atlanta treating you well. So I love that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And I want to say I lived in LA for 20 years. So my heart goes out. I actually have a really, really, really close girlfriend who lost everything. So I actually started a GoFundMe for her. And several of my friends had to evacuate. They are back in their homes, but my heart goes out to all of the victims and families of those who are victims. Because what a disaster. So
no doubt.
But I just wanted to let you know. Yeah. So I did live there for 20 years before moving to Atlanta.
Wow. Mm-hmm. What made you move? What made you move to Atlanta?
My parents. I'm from Warner Robins, Georgia, and my family, my mom and dad are both 81 years wise now. And I just got tired of LA. Honestly, it changed tremendously. It has changed tremendously.
Hmm.
Uh, and I had a condo there in Encino down the street from the Jacksons. And really, I watched my neighborhood just turn into meth heads and homeless people everywhere. And it just became very depressing. And I was working, but my parents weren't telling me. They're like, we didn't want to bother you. We didn't want to tell you we had this going on. You're so many miles away. And finally, you know, I just kept hearing God like it's time to go. So
Yeah.
that they are my why, and I needed to be a drive away versus that long flight.
I mean, it's a strong reason, right?
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, good for you though that, and lucky for you that it's only a drive away, and
Yeah.
you could still be in the heart of where your passions are, where you could still make movies, TV shows, and all that. So that's a nice situation to be in. You know what I mean?
Yes. And
You
I
know.
always say I can always go back to LA. They'll put me on a plane, the right projects. They'll get me there and put me up, and then I get to come back here.
Right. So quick question. I mean, it's a little bit of a left turn, but of course,
Yes.
it has to do with DeWitt and all the things that he's been dealing with as far
Yes.
as the Diddy stuff and all that. In your opinion, I mean, you've heard the story, I'm sure, about the night that Tupac tried to kill me. I'm sure you've heard it at great lengths. What are your thoughts on the whole thing? I mean, do you think that he's going to get justice, or where do you stand on the process in which everything's been kind of tumbling out as of late?
Well, I will just say this. When I met DeWitt, we've been together going on 4 years. And when I met him and we began to really, really, get to know each other, he shared this story with me. And I was amazed. I will say this to you because I am in the entertainment industry and I've been in the, signed with Columbia and Arista development deal. So I'm been around it and I know what that lifestyle is. And I will say I was never a fan of that person, Diddy. Um,
Mm.
I never something about the energy. I never met him, thank God. Never met him, but I always thought he looked demonic. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, there was just the vibe he gave off. And so when DeWitt shared his story with me, I mean, it took him a while because he's been living with this all these years, and I will say he's had, prior to him getting arrested, Relentless has had
Mm.
many sleepless nights, or nightmares, waking up in the middle of the night, like somebody's chased. He's been, and so to be his better half and to see. I'm proud of him for taking a stance. I'm proud of him for, he's brave. It's very scary. I pray that DeWitt will get justice. A lot of people are, people will be people, and they're gonna, some people are like, well, how and why now? Well, he already told the world he was afraid. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm afraid for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad the monster is locked up. I pray that all the victims get justice.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that DeWitt is strong. Um, he's still, it haunts him. It haunts him. I mean, it was a traumatizing experience, but there's a sense of freedom that he's now able to tell his story no matter what
Yeah.
happens, no matter the outcome, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, one thing is for sure. I mean, maybe back then he wasn't getting as much attention or getting his word out there, right?
Right.
And now more than ever, it's starting to come out even more. So I guess he's had a few interviews recently with some serious people, and I am kind of curious about that. Just trying to hear from him what actually what he experienced. Were you at all in the room or in the area when these people came in to talk to him?
I was upstairs when those two came. I was not in the same room.
Okay.
And so no, I was not. I was not in the same room.
Okay.
And then the two of the other ones, they actually had a mobile van limo, meet up with him. He didn't. Thank God he wouldn't give the others our home address.
Right.
So they sent a mobile crew out, and he met them, and they did those interviews there.
Wow.
But he did share with me the two that you're talking about who actually did come to our home. It was deep what he shared with me. I wasn't in the same room.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
very curious about that because
Yeah.
at first he came on, we talked about things, and then now, I mean, shoot, you have people at your door. That's some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it just from my interview, but from the many interviews that he's done over
But
time.
I
You know
gotta
what I mean?
stop you because I was like, wait, let's start with how all of this really transpired. It was you and your platform. And I have to tell you, he'd done other interviews prior to yours, but yours is the one, honestly. And I don't BS, and I'm a fan of yours.
Oh,
Pascal is on. I get notifications. I subscribed, all of that.
wow, thank you.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. But it was because you had him on, and first of all, you're so articulate. Like some of the previous ones were just kind of like, why? I was just like, hey, no,
Yeah.
why? But it was yours. Even some of my industry friends in LA logged on, and they were like, wow, who's Pascal? And that was an amazing one. Is a big film director.
Oh, tell him to call me.
Yeah, he was just like,
Come
he
on
and his
now.
wife were like, yo, that was an amazing interview, and he's very critical.
Wow.
But I want to thank you because it was your platform and your interview that got the attention of all the others, bigger platforms and big platforms that have reached out to him and had him on. So thank you. And
of
you are
course.
family to us. But I'm just so grateful that you took the time to read his book, that you took the time to hear his story, that you felt and you still feel what he's been through and what he's still going through, and you understand it while you're still having to, keep your views how you keep your views,
Right.
if that makes sense, if you will. So thank you. It all, for me, I say it all started because of you, the attention that he deserves, in terms of platforms to tell his story. We understand it's difficult, because all of the years it's been, but the documentary's coming out next Monday and Tuesday. He is in both. He's in that documentary, and you'll get to hear in your audience, and the world will get to hear not just his story of who the monster was back then, but all of these people are victims from many, many, many years ago. So it's not Relentless DeWitt just out the blue telling a story. Why would anybody want to make something up? I know that we have some shady shysters, but he's not that guy. So I'm just grateful for you, and I hope everyone will tune in. And these people they did their legal work. They would not have him on this documentary if legally they found gaps in his story. I'm gonna say.
No doubt. I mean, of course they're going to do everything they can.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, to do their due diligence to make sure every person that goes onto these documentaries are legit, you know what I mean, or have
Right.
some semblance of legitimacy, right?
Right.
So that's one thing I really hope,
Yeah.
that we see in the interviews, because clearly it's not only just DeWitt. You got other people, from like
Natanya.
Danity Kane, from just a bunch of other things, and I'm like, I really want to see what they got to say, because that is going
Exactly.
to be interesting for sure.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm glad to see where
Yes.
the process, the
Yes.
gradual process, it started from here, and now they're, he's on that documentary, and slowly but surely he's getting the word out there, and a lawsuit as well. Let's not forget that.
Right.
We got the lawsuit too, which of
Yes,
course
he's not playing. He's not
he's
playing.
he is not playing at all. No, indeed. He is not playing at all. But yeah, LaTanya, it was really great talking to you.
You too.
Is he in the house? Okay, he's
right here.
there.
Guess what?
He's here.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Guess what? You know why you all were talking?
What's
While
up?
you were talking, a good friend of mine came through.
Yeah.
Come on, James. So this is 1/4.
Nice to meet you, LaTanya.
This is 1/4 of a very popular family known as the Bronner brothers. Very successful. They do churches. They have the hair care. I can't speak on it. He could speak on it well. So come on, James. Come on, say something to the people
Okay.
out there. This is James Bronner. This is Pascal.
What's up, James? How you doing, man?
Good.
What up, though?
All right.
So, James Bronner, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, nice to meet you, my brother. Let people, because I don't know you, so I'm just meeting you right now. So, let people know who you are, and what's up with your world.
Okay, so I'm James Bronner. I am the youngest brother of the Bronner brothers. So we are company Bronner Brothers make hair products, of course, like Pump It Up and Super Grow, and a lot of the products people use for decades now. So we 77 years old, and we produce a hair show here in Atlanta that's kind of known around the world. It's been on Netflix and a lot of other movies like Good Hair with Chris Rock. So that's our family, and I also have two brothers that are pastors. So we also in ministry. So we do business and ministry. It was six of us. I'm the youngest of the six.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. Yeah.
I love hearing that, because clearly I don't have anything to do with hair products anymore, because it's all I'm aerodynamic up in this business, but still though that's very, very cool. So how long have you known DeWitt?
I've known him now. It's probably been at least 15 years. So he
okay.
Yeah, he would come to the hair shows and set up authors booths and bring in other authors, because we would draw about 30,000 people. So he would set up an authors row for us, bring in some famous authors and of course his own books, and he would expose our audience to those authors and give them extra exposure as well. So and he's also done some writing for me personally. So I've known him through multiple writing avenues.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. I see a lot of people are saying that as well. Like, in the chat, some people say, hey, I know their hair products, or, I'm familiar with the Bronner brothers, or I've attended their hair shows, etc. So, I mean, that's very, very cool, to meet you, and for you to, share a little bit about, you got any beard products, man?
we working on them. Not yet. We working on it though.
I mean, hook me up. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna hook you up.
You gotta understand, this is all I got. You feel me? It's gone here, but this is all I got. So hey, if you got something, holla at your boy.
We're gonna have something for you.
Okay. Okay, man. Well, hey, very nice to meet you, man. Very nice to meet you.
Just glad to be here celebrating 60 years with my buddy.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. All right, man.
All right.
Where's the man at? Where's the man of the hour?
All right. Thanks so much, James. I appreciate you, man. So yeah, he just
That's
popped
what's
in.
up.
That's big business right there. Influence and affluence and integrity. That's what I look. I have some really great friends.
I love it.
Really
I
great
love it.
friends. Like you, I'm trying to be a connector like you.
Hey, you've been a connector. You already doing that. So tell me, because we got a few things we got to talk about.
Yeah.
I know some of your other friends are trying to hop on
Oh,
virtually.
you saw
but
Easy. He said
but
he was trying to get in. He said something about he lost the signal.
yeah, it keeps going in and out.
Okay.
Just so you know, and I don't know who JW Success is. But
Oh, okay. That's my sister who was once an actress and now a big business owner in San Diego.
okay, because I think she's here in the back.
Okay.
But I do want to ask you a few things, because
Okay,
you are
do
the
your
man that
thing.
you're the man to talk to. So
Okay.
I want to talk to you first, real
All
quick.
right.
First off, happy birthday, of course.
Aw,
Happiest of
thank you
birthdays,
so
man.
much.
60 looks absolutely terrible on you. But but no, for real, you look great, man. You look really, really good. So let me ask you, man. Okay. Since you've been on the show, because Latanya gave me a little bit of insight. We talked about a few things. We just kind of teased it a little bit, but I understand that you had a conversation with some agents recently, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
So what's up with that?
So the interview with you led to a number of things, and one of those things was, of course, a lot of other interviews, right? But Homeland Security called me, and they called first and set up an interview, and then the following week we had a full length interview. There was a couple of agents. It was a U.S. attorney and also an agent. So it was just like a couple agents talking to me about, what happened. I believe they're trying to ascertain how long his criminal enterprise has been going on, because I'm one of the oldest victims. I don't like to throw that word around because I don't feel that way, especially on my 60th birthday. But yeah, I don't feel that way. I get it. I feel very connected with all of the victims, but
Right.
still, we need to think empowerment, and we need to learn how we hopefully turn our lemons into lemonade. So anyway, that said, we talked for an hour and change, and they asked me all the questions, and it wasn't TV like what's about to happen this week, right? On Discovery ID. It wasn't TV, but it was, I'm a factor, because like, why would they even interview me if, the government is the government, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it was just like, I'm like no filter. I'm not worried about anything at this point. You know what I mean? Look, some people that I know that everybody else knows have not survived this long, even to be 60 years old. I survived DIDDY, I survived COVID, I've survived car accidents, like, you know what I mean? So now I feel just blessed to be alive, to be
No
honest
doubt.
with you. But yeah, so they did the interview. I guess it was open-ended. I don't know what happens next. But for me, I am, fighting my case. I was hoping to get an attorney to jump on in, but no problem. I filed my own paperwork. I was with Busby at one point, but I felt like he dropped the ball and he wasn't really.
So I'm curious about that, because I got a litany of questions here, really quick. First off, yeah, you were with Busby. Last time I talked to you, a while back, you were with Busby. It was like, hey, I just filed this lawsuit through him, all that stuff. And I'm like, I bet things are going in that direction, in a positive direction for you.
Yeah.
But then now we're hearing you're not with Busby anymore.
I left him.
Is it because of lack of attention?
No,
what's going on?
I'll tell you, I left him because I was feeling like I was getting. So I know he has a lot of clients, right? and all these people that are trying to get lawsuits. And I just kind of follow my heart. And I started getting videos from them where they were saying, "Hey, everything's good. Keep watching the case. Know that we got your back." It's just like, oh, wait a minute, I've seen this before. Like it was snake oil sales. And so I said, you know what, I'm out. And that's when I went. And the next day, I filed my own case. And when I did, that was when the floodgates opened up finally for me, where, not only what I'm vetting attorneys to take my case, but also I was in USA Today, Good Morning America,
Right.
Like the floodgates really opened up.
Yeah,
so,
things.
But still, that all started with you. You know what I mean? It started with you, with your platform. You got to start somewhere to get somewhere else. And
Right.
So I'm appreciative of you, because like not for nothing else, I don't care about the lawsuit. I don't care about whatever happens in Diddy's life. The idea that I've been able to tell my story on global platforms is everything. And now Discovery ID, which takes it international, right? Those types of platforms that add credibility is all I care about. Because at the end of the day, like, I might not be here. If I wasn't vigilant that night, if I wasn't quick thinking that night, I wouldn't be here. 2 of my children wouldn't be here. All the books I've written, all of the contributions to life that I have. In fact, my legacy is not just my legacy, it's my father's legacy. Hello, I am the chip I'm the leaf that didn't fall far from the tree. We're talking about my father, who lost his leg at age 17. Hello. And in 2 more years, he went and got a prosthesis, and he's back pitching for his high school baseball team. Okay. And then opened up 5 delicatessens and a liquor store and a laundromat and a nightclub and multiple rental income properties. And he sired 6 kids. And I'm one of those children. And so, like, my dad, you're telling me that my dad went through all, and he died from COVID at age 91. But my dad went through all he went through to bring me into this world, to put me in a space where Puffy tried to take me out. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Are you like, nobody else in this world matters, dude? But you because my story. I didn't attack him. I didn't come for him. I didn't, none of that. So just on a whim, you see a guy in a Death Row t-shirt and you're like, okay, we're gonna try to take you out. Come on. Yeah. So I'm here for the bullying, the anti-bullying aspect of this, to try to hopefully teach younger people de-escalation, and hopefully my story will, transition into that. Right. And so for all intents and purposes, thanks, Diddy, because you got me with Pascal, buddy. Thanks, Diddy, because you got me on Good Morning America, buddy. Thanks, Diddy. You got me in USA Today and Baller Alert and all that. Thanks, Diddy. If that's the only good you did, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what do we have left, Pascal, except for the stories that we leave behind?
No doubt. No doubt. Well, so then real quick, going back to what you said about Busby, you said snake oil sales-ish.
Yeah.
So what was it? What made you feel like they were doing snake oil salesmen to you? Were they trying to get you to embellish your story or anything of that sort?
No, it was the videos they sent. So what they would do is they would send videos. Like the way to knock out 1,000 birds with one stone.
Right.
Create a video and then shoot it out to everybody to kind of hold them all at bay. Remember, he's got all these thousands of phone calls.
Explain a video. What kind of video were they sending out to people to kill 1,000 birds with one stone? What's this video? Describe it.
I sure will. Why not show you a clip? Exclusive. Go ahead. Hit
that. Exclusive. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what you're talking about, man. Let's see what you're talking about. Because I'm kind of curious about that. Because I can see how some people will feel some type of way about not getting the attention that they feel like they deserve. It's you know, it's a 1,000 different phone calls. It's 100 different lawsuits that they're putting together. So I can see how somebody would be like, well, they're not giving me the attention that I feel like I need for this particular trial. But this, you're saying a video that was being sent out to you and many others, it was what, a rubber stamp type of video that everyone was getting?
Yeah, cookie cutter type shit.
That's
And
weird.
yeah, and
That's
it's,
very weird.
yeah, it was. And when I smelled it. You know, when I'm a great bullshit sniffer. I promise you. You know, living this long, you don't live this long and survive this long without, you know what I mean, without you know, going through some things. And so shoot, I survived Diddy. So you know, I saw it and I felt it and I was like, nah, we're not doing this. And that's when I pulled out. Yeah. So it was, I'm pulling it up. I wish I had more time. I would have had it ready for you. Hold on a minute.
It's okay.
Yeah. So
in the meantime, though, let's talk about this. And maybe you can talk about it while you're doing that at the same time. If not, I understand. If you need time, I get it.
Yep.
But I am kind of curious about Homeland Security. You know, what was that all about? Did you know that they were going to be showing up at your front doorstep, or did they just show up out of nowhere? What's the story? What's the background?
No, they called me. They called me like, hey, this is such and such from Homeland Security. That kind of puts a different spin on your day.
That's crazy.
Like, they didn't show up like that. It was a phone call.
Okay.
And it was out of New York. And you know, hey, we heard about your story. Can we set up an appointment to have the discussion with you? So yeah.
Right. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, how did it go?
You know what? It was relaxed. But you know, I get passionate because when you're brought back into that
in that time, yeah.
You know, I spilled my guts. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that, again, that's the sort of the redemption that I feel, that I receive when I hit these platforms, or when I'm talking about, or the book, when I wrote the book. I felt like I spilled my guts in the book, and I don't expect Homeland Security to read my book. I don't expect even YouTubers to read my book. I mean, you know, books are a different monster. You know, you catch some people that like to read here. You catch some people that like to watch video here. You catch some people on a podcast. You know what I mean? You catch some people on a news broadcast. So you kind of have to, it's just like marketing, really, unfortunately, even though, you know, this was a tragedy that came my way, you still, I think like a marketer. That's just how I am. So I have to think about multiple platforms, delivering the same message and getting that message out to the masses. So when they spoke to me, you know, it opened up that door that I was already accustomed to, which is telling my story. And you know, I just let it rip, to be honest with you.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And do you think that anything is going to be coming of that interview that you had with them? I mean, do you think that you'll be called in as a material witness in something here soon, maybe federally, in federal court, or anything like that?
This is what
about that.
This is what I sought a jury trial. I'm seeking a jury trial in my civil case. However, where it relates to this case, if they are wanting to show cause why this man used his bad boy stage, his bad boy business as a front to do all of his malicious activities, like what he did to us, then I'm here for it. I am here for it. Where need I show up? I will be in front of the grand jury. Where need I show up? Wah, 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 wah. Like, come on, bring it. Let's go. Because again, the idea that he could have erased me and that he was funded in order to execute those activities, like the state of mind of a man that has enormous amounts of money and capital, right? And then he uses that energy, that raw power, to step on human beings like we're cockroaches. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay,
Yo, cockroach.
now it's time that, for the roost, now the chicken's coming home to roost.
Right.
Everything is balancing out now. The harm you did to women, the harm you did to men, younger people, the harm you did to, look, not for nothing, but there's some business things that went awry too. There's many business things. Of course, you heard the locks, how they came at him. Like, there's a lot of things. So the guy is messy at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, he was a giant. He was a first mover as it relates to the music game. But
Right.
you know what? There was an imbalance there. Mentorship missing, right? Without mentorship, we can all meet our demise. You know what I mean? Like they
Absolutely.
say, idle mind is a devil's workshop. Well, I really feel like anybody without mentorship, people, older brother, somebody that has the hand on the shoulder, say, nah, man, don't do that. Don't be that way. That's what the world is missing. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're missing love, but we're also missing mentorship.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. I agree with that 100%. The mentorship, it's so funny because I've said that. It's been a while since I've said that, but I feel like, yeah, the world is missing a lot of leaders, a lot of true leaders, genuine, authentic leaders, a lot of mentors as well. I think that there's a lot of people still very lost.
Here it is. We are writing.
Okay.
I found it. Here it is. Today we are writing with you an important update on your case against Sean Combs, his business entities, employees, and other close associates who may have aided, facilitated, or were complicit in the abuse. Huh? You thought, wait a minute, me? Abuse? No. As well as potentially liable attendees or linked venues. So that right there tells me that this is a cookie cutter letter. But then there's the video. And here I'm going
to share. Let's get the full. Yeah.
Let's get past the commercial.
So wait. So I understand this. Pause that for a second.
Yep.
Just so we all understand a little bit better before you play that video. Is that a video that was sent to you and it was on private type thing? Or is this a video that everybody can see right now?
It was sent to me and now it's on YouTube. That's the
wild.
Other thing. But it's available to people who have the link. So but it's still not a closed link because I opened it up from another account. So
Word. Okay.
Wow. So
wow. Okay, let's take a look at it. Without further ado, an exclusive.
Your lawyers representing you in your case against P. Diddy or one of his associates or one of his companies or one of the institutions that you were at that allowed him or his entourage to do what they did to you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for having the courage to come forward. I'm beginning to understand the sort of things that him and his people would do to try to silence you, to try to keep you silent. And I know coming forward wasn't easy. I've heard from so many of you how you're still scared today that his tentacles still reach out throughout the movie industry, throughout the music industry, throughout pop culture and entertainment as we know it in this country.
Oh boy.
My hope is he stays behind bars. My hope is he's federally prosecuted for his crimes and he spends the rest of his natural life in prison. We will, of course, continue to monitor the criminal case that's ongoing in New York, and we'll continue to work up your civil case, right? There's a criminal case, which is the federal government prosecuting Sean Combs for human trafficking and the sort of crimes that he committed on you and trying to lock him up in the criminal justice system. And then there's what myself and the other lawyers are trying to do for you right now, and that is hold him, his companies, and any other institution that had a role in allowing what happened to you accountable, to hold them liable. And the thing that we use in this country to do this is the civil justice system. And it's not a perfect system, but it's the best in the world, and it is what we have. Is what it is. It tries to kind of recreate this eye for an eye thing, right? somebody takes your eye under old Roman law, I mean, Roman law, they take that dude's eye. Well, now we don't do that because, we're a very civilized group of folks. But instead, we try to assign money value to what you went through. And there's no amount of money that can ever compensate you for what you suffered because of this man. But we will do our best to try to reach full justice under the system and recover as much money as humanly possible for you and your family for what you have suffered.
Wow.
P. Diddy's got a lot of money, but there's going to be a lot of folks that were affected. So we're looking at Bad Boy Records. What are their assets? We're looking at these hotels and his homes that these things happened in. We're looking at other celebrities that were there that have assets that they should pay you under the law because they failed to prevent this from happening to you. So again, thank you for having the courage to come forward. Please be on the lookout for our phone calls. I've got a very large office. I've got offices in North Carolina, in Montana, in San Diego, in Maui. If you get a phone call from a 406 number, that is my office in Montana, reaching out to you, trying to get the information we need to move your case forward. We have filed 13 complaints total to date. So 13 individuals who were assaulted by Combs or one of his associates have been filed in New York. Every one of those cases has been filed under a pseudonym. That means it's not Andrew Van Arsdale versus Sean Combs. It's John Doe or Jane Doe versus Sean Combs. We do that to protect your identity, to keep you anonymous, to keep you safe. And we'll continue to drive to protect your identity from anyone outside of the legal circle that has to know what's going on here about what happened to you. So again, thank you for coming forward. Please be on the lookout for communication from our office. Please get us the information that we need to move your case forward as quickly as possible.
Wow.
Thank you finally for taking the time.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
that was something that's geared towards sexual survivors for sure.
Absolutely. That's not towards you.
Right. And
But
then
your case is very unique in
Yes.
comparison to everybody else's case.
Yes.
Your case is very unique. So I feel like in a way that could have been like, they could have approached you in a different way, or they could have just, you see what I'm saying? They maybe sending you that video wasn't the best move. You see what I'm saying?
I'm on the list.
That's
it. They sent it to a list of people.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's crap.
And they could have done better by me. And so when they did that, and then the numbers that they keep talking about, I mean, I know they're powerful. I get that. They're over there battling with Jay-Z. I totally get that. But at the end of the day, I had to break loose, man, and go my separate way, because I just I gotta work. I gotta follow my intuition. Do you understand? I gotta follow my intuition. So
no, I get it. I fully get it. And that's very interesting, that thing. I get it though. I do get it to a certain extent why that video does exist. I do get it. But at the same time, I can see when it comes to something as your case that is very unique and is not cookie cutter type of breakdown of an SA victim or anything of that sort. Yeah, that would definitely make me feel some type of way as well. So I do get that piece for sure. But what's going on with that lawsuit? What's the next step on that right now?
So I'm about to file with the with his attorneys. So that's hold on. I'm about to file with his attorney. So that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, so that's what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, again, I was hoping that another attorney would pick it up. I've talked to the woman that's representing one of the SA victims. I forgot her name.
Ariel Mitchell Kidd.
Ariel. I talked to her extensively.
Okay.
She expressed interest in taking the case, but then she apparently she couldn't, because she's not in New York, so she had to partner with another attorney, and they didn't want to do it. So again, I am looking, but again, I'm ready to fight it on my own. Like I said, I want a jury trial. I've got witnesses. I got everything I need to fight the case, and maybe that's part of the legacy that I whoop his ass pro se.
Yeah, and then there's a book after that. the
There's
journey.
a book that's following that. Of course,
Absolutely.
I have The Night Puff Tried to Kill Me. That's out now on Amazon. But yeah, there's a book coming after this that kind of lays out everything that's happened since then. So I'm excited. I'm excited about
Yeah.
my future. I'm excited about Discovery ID coming up on the 27th. It's going to be 2 episodes on the 27th and 2 episodes on the 28th. And the producers tell me I'm in the first episode.
That's what's up. Did you meet any of the other victims during the taping of this documentary at all?
No, this was exclusive. They flew me out, put me up. It was just me.
That's what's up.
But
Smart.
I did meet Natanya. We met before that in person on another set, and then we were supposed to do her book, but other than that, but that story. But anyway, I still am 10 toes down for all of the people that he has attacked in one way, shape, or form. She obviously has gotten the worst of it all. For you to get shot in the face is crazy, but
maddening.
so I have nothing but love for everybody that is part of this unfortunate tribe.
Absolutely. Real quick, because I know I want to let you go back to your
party
and to the party, but I'm curious. And this may be with you may have to do something with you, or maybe it's something outside of you too. But do you think something else big is about to drop, like related to Diddy or anything around Diddy in the near future? Or are we just gonna kind of wait for more civil lawsuits to drop from the sky? Is something big coming? Do you think?
Yeah, from the federal government side, and the prosecution, absolutely. It's just a matter of them having all their ducks in a row. Of course, man. His accomplices, number one, because they got all his videos, so they're going to see everything. They're seeing things we don't even know about. We're hearing all of the hype right now, and the speculation and conspiracy theories. We're hearing Jaguar gets to play sportscaster. All of these people, they get to Gene Deal. All of these people get to play sportscaster at this point, because who's gonna check them? Who's gonna check them? But at the end of the day, the federal government has the last say. Like when they put them handcuffs on him in that hotel lobby, that was the last say. When they put your ass locked up in SEG in Brooklyn, that's the last say. So I say be patient. It's coming. It's coming. Wait for it.
Yeah.
And bro, you asked for this, bro. You asked for this, bro. Your actions are what did this, my friend. Your actions. I know we're homies, and we come from Denzel's area of the world, but Denzel never represented this kind of nonsense.
No.
I never represented this kind of nonsense. DJ Eddie F never, Heavy D never represented. I'll be sure, none of us. Puffy. So at the end of the day, you wanted to be a bad boy. Well, guess what? This is how's that working out for you?
Clearly not good. Clearly not good right now.
This is what it looks like on his side of the net. So
yeah.
All right, man. I got to get into my party. Hey, I'm sorry. Easy Mo B tried to come through. Apparently his signal popped in, and my other friends, I don't know. I love them all still. But we'll reconnect in somehow.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get him on the show in the near future, and we can chop it up even more.
But thanks to James Bronner, who's downstairs now, and some other friends just came in, and of course Latanya, my love. I appreciate everybody.
Absolutely,
and God bless the whole tribe at the Pascal show. He's got some great things coming your way, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got some
Pascal.
things. Great seeing you, man. Happy birthday, brother. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, man.
All right, man. Peace. Oh, man. So happy is the birthday to my brother, Relentless. Okay. Again, thank you to him for coming on to the show and being a part of the conversation, being a part of the show. It really does mean a lot, of course. And, giving us some updates on his case and everything that's revolving around what's going on with Diddy and his lawsuit with Diddy and everything. But there are a few things that I do want to share with you before we get going, before we wrap up the show and everything. Now, I need to pull up a few things, okay? Because I know that there were some things that were going on while, wow. Yeah, he was signing okay, so Trump was signing a whole bunch of executive orders. Hold on real quick. 1 second, guys. And I appreciate all y'all for being here because I know that, this was very impromptu, very, a loose type of interview. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of shooting from the hip type of thing. We just kind of, I wanted to bring you guys something, you know what I mean? An interview and a little bit of an update on Diddy and all that. Because, I know that there's been a lot of Trump stuff lately, but we are still talking about the Trump stuff. Because he's still doing things. He's still making things happen. So let me show you what I mean real quick. Okay. But he is signing executive orders. Okay. And of course, people are very excited about it. I guess he's throwing out pens like he's throwing out money. And people are clamoring to get the pens. But he's been signing a lot of executive orders, all right, hours after he was sworn in as 47th president. Let me just make this bigger so you guys can see this. All right. He hit the stage at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., where he put pen to paper and signed off on a number of his previously announced executive orders. One of them is obviously, revoking the new Green Deal, stopping the mass production of electric cars, to the national emergency on energy, to drill baby drill, all those things, right? All the things that he said this morning, he has signed those papers. Okay, he's been signing them papers, so he's doing that right now, or he was doing that. I don't know if he's still doing that. We'll take a look. We'll take a gander at it really, really quick. But of course, there's a lot that's going on. Okay, while the signing of an executive order is often done in the Oval Office in front of members of the press, Donald Trump chose to shake things up on Inauguration Day and essentially gave the POTUS paperwork the WWE treatment, signing the documents in front of a cheering crowd of his supporters. That is crazy. That is wild. But we're here for it all day, right? One thing is for sure. Trump is not going to, he's not going to be boring. Let's just be real. He is not going to be boring. He's like, me, boring? You're going to want me to be boring? What? We're going to have fun. I'm going to make it interesting. While I'm here, I'm going to make it interesting. And that's what he's been doing. He even threw pens. He used to sign the 9 executive orders into the crowd, which was reminiscent of T-shirts or towels being tossed to fans during supporting events. You get a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? No. Now it's you get a pen, right? As we reported, Trump declared that he was, quote unquote, saved by God to make America great again. And so he planned to use his return to power to enact a number of orders. Okay, so he announced everything from wanting to plant a flag on Mars to revoking the Green New Deal, or the new Green Deal. I think it's the Green New Deal, I guess, to issuing a national emergency at the southern border. So all of those things within this week are going to be on. He just basically turned a light switch on, or he turned the light switch off, like the Green New Deal, boop, turned off, right? And from the looks of it, his supporters are eating it all up. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are very hype about what he's doing right now, because he's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. Right? So he gonna be doing his thing. All right. But let's see. Now, from my understanding, I heard something about people, the January 6th individuals, all right, all have been pardoned, allegedly. Okay. Hold on. I want to see that too. Let us see. Trump. I want to see if that's true. Wow. Wow. That's crazy too. Okay. Here it is. And that at the same time. Both of them at the same damn time. So Trump pardons roughly 1,500 criminal defendants charged in the J6 situation. All right. Wow. So President Trump on Monday issued roughly 1,500 pardons and commuted the sentences of 14 of his supporters in connection with the attack on the U.S. Capitol on J6. When thousands, we already know about what happened on J6. Okay. So Trump commuted the sentences of individuals associated with the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers who were convicted of seditious conspiracy. He then issued a quote unquote full, complete, and unconditional pardon to all other individuals convicted of offenses related to events that occurred at or near the U.S. Capitol on J6 2021, a category that included people who even attacked law enforcement officers. So he says, this is a big one, Trump said in the Oval Office while signing the document, adding, we hope they come out tonight, frankly. We hope they come out, frankly. Tonight, frankly. Drill, baby, drill. Moving on. An attorney for Tario, man, I haven't said that man's name, Enrique Tario, in years, by the way. Okay. He was the Proud Boys leader, okay, convicted of seditious conspiracy, told NBC News on Monday that his client was being processed for release from the FCI Pollock, a medium security federal prison in Louisiana. Tario was serving 22 years in federal prison after he was convicted of seditious conspiracy. Wow. Wow. He is being processed out right now, apparently. This is what his attorney said. Dagnab. Okay. Wow. This is happening fast. Oh, boy. You got to remember, some of these people are going to be coming back being like, remember me? Okay. Kind of like Beetlejuice. Watch. A lot of these people are going to be like, oh, I'm the hostess with the mostest. Watch. Oh my God. This is insane. Let's see. Moving on. Well, the pardons fulfill one of Trump's central campaign promises. Immediately after these attacks on J6, Trump sought to distance himself from the attack, saying that those who broke the law should be held accountable. But over the next few years, a new narrative emerged. It just came out like, from the dirt. And Trump soon began openly signaling his support for his J6 rioters, calling them hostages. The unprecedented attack on the Capitol, when the peaceful transfer of power was interrupted, was one of the most significant moments in American history, which I think we can all agree on that. It was insane. All right. We all watched it. We deep dove in that mug. And now, again, at that time, he was shunning those people. He was shaming them and saying, how dare. And now, of course, he had years to think about things. And now he's like, well, did they do all that bad? They were supporting me. Did they do all of that bad? Really? So now he's pardoning 1,500 of them, my lovers. Ain't that crazy? Again, I'm going to tell you this. I know some people out here, they're going to be like, that's the right thing to do. We support that. I'm telling you right now, that is not the right thing to do. I don't agree with that. Sorry. That type of behavior was atrocious and insane. terrifying. And people lost their lives out there. People lost their lives out there. And people were hurt as well. And some of our elected officials, whether you liked them or not, their lives were threatened as well. So again, to me, it's like that's crazy that they're being pardoned. I'm just being honest. I think it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, like I said, this is, the boyfriend's back and ain't I, my boyfriend's back. You know what I mean? Or their boyfriend, somebody's boyfriend's back. Okay? Okay? Somebody's back. So I don't agree with the pardoning, but that's just me. That's just me. After watching everything in real time, in 4K, watching it with everybody, all y'all were here, okay? We are all watching that and going, oh, damn. So, like I said, there's some things I agree with him on. There's other things I don't. This one I just don't. Okay. So this resulted in the largest FBI investigation ever, with criminal charges against more than 1,500 people and criminal convictions against more than 1,100 defendants. Many low-level riot defendants were sentenced to probationary periods after having been convicted of misdemeanor offenses. Because some of the laws that they broke were small, but some of them were big, very, very big. Like unlawful parading inside. These were the small misdemeanor things, right? They went in there, they were parading around. Some people peed on things. Some people did very disgusting things. Let's be real, okay? Like unlawful. Well, this is not disgusting, but aside from them doing unlawful parading inside the Capitol, there was a lot of things that people did. Okay, that was insane. Okay, so but hundreds of others who committed serious felonies, such as attacking police with dangerous or deadly weapons, got significant prison sentences, and those people are going to be free on the free 99, coming out and breathing in that freedom air. Like I said, at the time Trump issued the pardons, there were about 700 defendants who never received prison sentences or had already completed their sentences, meaning pardons or commutations, okay, would have little practical impact on them beyond restoring voting rights and their pew-pew rights for those who were convicted felonies or convicted of felonies. So again, some of these people have already served their time. They went in, they served their time, and they're out breathing in this freedom air. They're free right now. But yeah, like you can't take that time back. That's the one thing that sucks about this for a lot of these people, for them. The ones that went and did all that stuff, they can't. That's the one thing that's kind of tragic for them. They did the time. So even if they're pardoned, sure, they get their voting rights back. They get to go and own a pew-pew, but that's about it. The time has already been spent. They already were in the clink. They already know what it feels like to be scared, possibly dropping the soap. You know what I'm saying? They already know what it's like to eat nasty prison gruel. Let's be real. The damage is done. So sure, they get pardoned, but and sure, it may be wiped clean off of their record, but they're still they still have nightmares at night, guys. And you can't take those nightmares away. You can't unlive that nightmare, y'all. Like I said, some of those mother lovers were in there. We're in the inside pocket, wearing Kool-Aid lipstick, holding the inside pocket of a man named Toby. And they were in there for a minute like that. And they can never unlive that experience with their romantic times with the prison toilet wine, having Jermaine singing, "Whoa, my love in the dark prison cell while you're sitting there being romantic with Toby. I'm just saying, you can't unlive that. That experience is there, forever burned in your brain. I'm sorry. Okay? It's over. More than 600 people, though, were sentenced to incarceration, but only a fraction of them, a small fraction of them, are still behind bars. So a lot, like I said, 600 of these mother lovers were locked up, and they've already had to experience whatever it was, whatever their experiences were behind bars, whether it was amazing or terrible. They still have that experience of being locked up. Okay? Let's not forget. Remember the Braveheart guy? I forgot his name. The one with the whole headgear. I forgot what his name was. He was donned something. This is so long ago. But you know who I'm talking about. Okay? But you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, he was like the Braveheart. I forgot what they called him. But anyway, even that guy, he went out and he was locked up for a while too. Okay? He was locked up too. So he's getting pardoned, but he still had to get locked up. There was a whole documentary about him too. Like a whole special about his life and who he was and all that. And how he only ate vegan. I'm sure he wasn't vegan after like 2 weeks in that, locked up. Was it the J6 Mel Gibson? Was that what they called him? Maybe. Still, crazy though, right? So those people have been pardoned, which is also very interesting. Never a dull moment, guys. Never a dull moment. Let's see. And I guess they were having sound issues or something. What? Hold on.
Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips. They won't be reaching out for you no more.
I don't know what that is. I'll just show you guys 5 seconds of this. Say what? What's going on here? Just really quick, because I don't know if this is.
My achy breaky heart. He might.
Oh wow, that is Billy Ray Cyrus singing with no music. Hold on. Oh, wait. That is some weird stuff.
Check.
He's right there. And he's having sound issues.
I think they cut me off. Is my guitar on, guys?
And he has no voice. Just having issues.
Y'all want to sing more, or you want me to just get the hell off the stage? I don't give a damn.
Damn.
Take my horse to the old town road. I go ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse. Oh, how y'all doing? King on my baby.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm only playing a few seconds of that because copyright stuff and all that crap. But that's not good. His voice was gone. Don't tell my home, my achy breaky heart. He sounded like he was struggling. And that was just me hopping through this. And then he heard him like, wait, you guys don't want me to sing? You don't want me to play nothing? I'll get the hell off this stage. Wow. That was not good. How drunk is he? I'm wondering. That was not good. Where's Nelly? I thought Nelly was supposed to be performing and stuff, right? Wasn't he supposed to be performing at some point tonight? That's probably later on in the night. But anyway, that's interesting. And then I heard that there were sound issues with Carrie Underwood as well. And I heard that she was the rumor is that she got really mad that it was not working and that she had to sing the song a cappella. Hence the reason why she sang the song a cappella. Hold on. I think I have that article here. Apparently people were mad about that. Some people were mad about that. Hold on. I got to find it. Yeah, here it is. Don't know if this is entirely true or not. Okay. But you know how it is. People like to make up, rumors and stuff like that for ish and giggles. But they say that she had a hissy fit after her performance at the inauguration. So she felt like she left feeling like she had not been quote unquote afforded the same level of respect as the likes of Beyonce and Lady Gaga for her performance at Donald Trump's 2025 presidential inauguration, sources have revealed. The American Idol star's rendition of America the Beautiful was hit by shock technical difficulties on Monday, leading the chart topper to perform a cappella due to issues with the backing track. That's terrible. Okay? She still sounded good from what I heard. You know what I mean? She still sounded good. But apparently she was not happy about this. So following the performance, an insider exclusively revealed to the Daily Mail that the singer 41 was furious over the fact that she wasn't given a stage or platform even like previous performers. But there was other singers that were performing as well. You saw that guy who was singing like operatic, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? He was doing this whole operatic thing. Don Giovanni, you know what I mean? They were doing all that. And he was using the same doggone space as she was. Now, maybe she thought that she was going to get on the stage that we just saw a second ago. I think it's right here. Like a stage like this. Maybe she was expecting a stage like this. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you had, opera man, bye-bye, up there using the same stage. And he held his own. And here's the thing, though. She can sing. There's no doubt about that. We all know she's got pipes, too. So it's just it's interesting that if she got mad about it, it's like, no, you're just going to have to do what it do. You sang a cappella. It sounded good. Be gone. You did your job. Be gone. You know what I mean? But this was presumably because the event was moved inside at the last minute on Friday as extreme cold weather was predicted for the Capitol on Monday. However, the insider explained that this had a large impact on the singer's performance, revealing, quote unquote, Carrie was dissatisfied with her performance at the event, primarily due to the limited space she was given, which left her feeling cramped and uncomfortable. I mean, she's singing. She sang. The source also added, her anxiety was high throughout the performance, and she felt that she was not afforded the same level of respect or admiration that previous performers such as Beyonce and Lady Gaga had received. She felt as if she was ushered in and out and had a mini hissy fit afterwards. The insider continued. They had a lot to say about Carrie Underwood. She is used to playing at massive venues with a stage to herself. She was not given a stage or a platform even. She felt like she was literally just in a room with people all around her and a microphone. this threw off the acoustics. So, second source also added, though her performance wasn't ideal, nor was it what she wanted it to be, as she wanted to go down without a hitch, the fact that there was some awkwardness getting things going just added to the unique nature to it all. She will eventually laugh about it and take it for what it was, but she was disappointed that it wasn't more of a moment as the moment she was searching for. Okay, got altered with the technical difficulties. I mean, I get it. Let's not forget this. This is a moment in time, forever. Let's be real. Regardless if you like President Trump or not, whatever president it is sworn in, and they ask you, hey, we want you to come in and sing this, sing the Star Spangled Banner, for example. You got to remember that is a moment crushed in time. You're asked to sing this song, so of course you want to make sure you're doing the best you can possibly do. You don't want to screw that up, because then everybody else is going to remember how you screwed up that song that one time. It's kind of like going and singing, singing the national anthem at a baseball game, at a big baseball game. Last thing you want to do is sound terrible. And the last thing you really want to do is mess up the lyrics, because then everybody remembers it. Oh, remember that time when she sang that? Like, I still remember NBA All-Star Game, Fergie doing her rendition of the national anthem. Oh, the land of the free. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I remember it. And it's like nails on a chalkboard. So no one forgets that stuff. Or, let's not forget. Yes, Roseanne Barr. I was just about to say Roseanne Barr, man. Roseanne Barr. That was terrible. I still remember it. Okay? And I only seen it like 2 times in my life. No one needs to see that ever again. Ever. Or Flava Flav, when he did his own version of the national anthem. You just can't not unhear it or unsee it, because you could tell the man was trying so hard. He was trying so hard, but who on God's green earth and what kind of meth were they smoking that they say, you know what a great idea is? Let's bring in Flava Flav to sing the national anthem. Everybody will love that. Everybody will be at their feet when he sings that song. Come on now. Come on. How many lines of blow were they on? Okay? Just think about it for a second. And then the Fergie thing, yes, it was legendarily bad. Legendarily bad, y'all. Legendarily bad. And I will never forget that. They even turned it into a beat. Yeah. That's all I remember. You can't unhear it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. So I get it. Why Carrie Underwood would be like, damn it, that was not good. Why didn't I get more time? Why didn't they get the sound check right? This is the presidency. What the hell's going on here? I get that. I get her being upset. Because again, everybody's remembering that moment where she's just standing there and they're like, is she singing? Is she not singing? They just brought her out. Is she going to sing the song or not? It felt like we were watching that moment in time. I'm not saying the whole thing. I'm just saying that one moment in time. Okay. One moment in time. But it felt like a little bit of a high school type situation, right? Here to sing, Carrie Underwood. And then everyone's like, She gonna sing? Oh no, maybe she's not. Maybe she's not singing. Is she gonna sing? I think she's gonna sing. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. Yep, she's singing. Mm-hmm. It was just like that, you know. But I think she did good. For what it's worth, she had to do it a cappella, like she was auditioning for American Idol all over again. You know, sometimes you need those humbling moments. Sometimes, but I get it. I get her frustration. But was she throwing a hissy fit? I don't know about that. But you never know. Because listen, they had all this. Yeah, she was out there. And Beyonce. Okay. The Gaga and the Bay. They're both out there. She even had a gold microphone matching her dove. Okay? On her shirt. On her jacket. Just saying, that's just interesting. It's just interesting, guys. But yeah, if she's upset, I get it. You know, that's a frustrating thing, but it is what it is. But it sounds like they're having a lot of sound issues, it looks like. And that's just what it's going to be all about, I guess. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff indeed. But guys, that is the show, okay? We'll be back on tomorrow. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. We will be talking about those things in the very near future. There's a lot of newsing, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more craziness here coming. So get ready for it. New 4 years, new president, but old, but new at the same time. This is going to be a wild experience, y'all. And let's hold each other's hands. Oh, and let's ride through it. But let me get this really quick. Peachy Keen, thank you so much for the love. I have a good friend in South Africa answering my question right now. If that salute is used for any South African culture, if no, he has zero excuse. Now that's a very good question, and thank you so much for asking your friend from South Africa, because I'm kind of curious about this too. And this is the moment where I want to ask my good friend Gisela from Grizzly True Crime. I'm kind of curious because she's South African too. I want to ask her, be like, is that normal? Is that a normal gesture culturally? Do you see that out there or no? I'm kind of curious about that too. I really am. Jennifer just said, real quick, will you be covering the whole Justin and Blake drama? I did do a poll about that. I might jump into it. You know what I mean? I might jump into it. There's just so much that's going on. There's just so much that's going on. I need to do a serious catch-up show, if that makes any sense. Like a big, huge catch-up show. But we'll see. I can't say yes or no to it yet because I feel so behind. There's a 179-page lawsuit that dropped a few days ago. I just feel very behind, So it's something to think about. But I'll look into it. All right. But please hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button. Hit that follow button if you're watching all those other platforms. Hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. All right. Shout out to my boy DeWitt. Happiest of birthdays to him. Thank you so much for coming onto the show and just chopping it up with me. And it was nice to meet the other members of your friends and your family and all of that, of course, introducing them to the show and whatnot. So I appreciate him coming on. All right. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Go over to my secondary channel, the Pascal Show Clips. Make sure you subscribe to both, okay? I'll look into it, okay? I will definitely look into it. Debbie just said, do it, Pascal. It's crazy. Yeah, I might do it because we need some other things to be talking about. And I am looking. You'll find out soon enough. You never know. We might be back on tomorrow morning with all of that ish and then some. and I'll just learn as I go, live with all y'all, because it has been crazy. But don't forget to hit that join button down below. Check out my Patreon. Check out my locals. Of course, check out PascalMerch.com. But anyway, guys, it's time to get going, okay? But I will see you guys a little bit later on tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night, all right? This is the time to start loving each other even more, holding each other tight, because we are on for a very interesting and wild ride. It's been a wild ride. Let's just continue holding on to each other and being respectful to each other. Show some love. I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Talk to you guys soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.